Hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is episode 7 of season 4 of The Expanse. Last time out, we ended the episode with a tsunami hitting, and all the people on the planet are now inside the ruins of ancient proto-molecule artifact, and they're hunkering down, and they're hoping that the makeshift barrier that they put in place is going to stop all the water from coming in and drowning them. And then after this passes, they're hoping that the food supplies last long enough so that they don't have to kill each other. Well, that's what Mercury's thinking. Mercury is thinking, I don't know if he's thinking we're going to see if the food supplies last. He's thinking, how many people do I have to kill in order to stay alive? He's already talked to Chandra, his second in command, and he's like, if I asked you to do something, and she's like, without question. And then he's like, I want you to kill a bunch of unarmed people, and, eventually we might have to eat all the bodies. And she's like, can I get back to you maybe? But he laid it out for her, and he was like, is this going to be a problem now that you're, best mates, soulmates with Amos? And they had it, those two, Chandra and Amos had a cute moment where he's going down into the ancient ruin. They don't know if it's safe or not, and she kisses him, and he's like, what was that for? And she's like, just in case. So she's totally into him and showing it, and in his own way, he's showing it back. That's what I think. He doesn't have the same capacity for, emotional expression, but I feel it. So yeah, that whole episode was, there's a big shockwave wind coming, and if that's not bad enough, it's followed by a tsunami that's going to wash everything away, and let's get the heck out of here. They couldn't get into orbit because the proto-molecules like, all your drives are now shut down. Oh, you're trying to put, land rescue vehicles? No, we're just going to burn them up. And now I'm going to infect your eyes. So that's the next thing, the eyes thing. There's something you can tell because people will touch their eyes if they're infected. That's how you can tell if they have it or not. So I can only assume that they're going to turn into cyborgs, and somehow this will be a good thing. And they will save the day, and everything will be happy. That's my prediction. Meanwhile, on Mars, Bobby is still with her boyfriend, who has so far served no purpose but to be a sounding board or someone who she can bounce her feelings off. And maybe, just maybe, he's there so that she isn't lonely. Maybe he's just there because he's a nice guy who's interested in her and she's interested in him. Because he has not interacted with literally anybody else. He has not... You could remove him entirely from the show, remove her scenes with him entirely from the show, and you wouldn't realize anything was missing. So that is why I think something more has to happen with him. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But every time I see him, I'm like, what are you doing? What's your deal? Why are you, And unfortunately, that's seeping into my real life. Whenever I see people now, I'm passing them on the street, I'm like, why are you? You are not serving any purpose in my life. Why are you there? This is not happening, but it could start to get in my, as long as I don't get the eye thing, I'm happy. So that was the last episode. Also the missing girl turned up. She just wanted to run off to university, like I was saying. And that's the advantage of being a reactor and being able to edit episodes and watch them twice. Because before I was like, oh, where did she go? I don't remember her. But then when I was editing episode 3, I was like, oh, there she is. Oh, she wants to go to university. Oh, she's unhappy here. Okay. That makes sense. So everything connects when you can watch it twice. So if for some reason you ever think, oh, Heather's putting things together, it's I've got advantages. And if I ever don't put things together, it's because I don't. But yeah, let's get right into episode 7. I don't know why I said it like that. I think it was like, is it 7? I think it's 7. If I've already watched 7, well, get ready for a rewatch because we're going all the way through it. Yeah. What I expect from this episode, I don't expect people to be killing people for food or to conserve food. And I don't expect people's eyes to go green. And hopefully Bobby is okay and the hair girl doesn't do something annoying. I'm ready. Are you ready? You've already seen it, so you're ready. I'm just going to stretch, and then we're going to watch it. I could edit out this stretching, but whatever. Okay, straight into it. One day I accidentally will press the wrong episode, and I'll be like, this seems familiar. Is this a Groundhog Day thing? Ba 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 bum. Oh, something I didn't mention either at the end of the last episode or the start of this one is that they've decided to go after Marco Inaros again. They're like, this time we're going to kill him. But I don't know about that. Because Earth came in and they were like, you know what? We're taking over. Because they're dicks. And they could be nice about it, but some people in this show, they could be nicer about certain things, but they're not. Holden, he's a nice guy. If he came to my house and said, I have to go, I have to evacuate, I'd be like, okay, Holden, thank you for telling me. Can I bring my Elsa dress? Okay, so they survived. Can I have a look in your eye? Is it just me? Or is it... Now, how long will it take for things outside to die down?
Stop. There's enough for all of us.
Is there?
So how long until we get back to the surface?
I can't tell for sure, but not for a couple of days at least.
We only have enough water purification tablets to last a day. Maybe 2.
Well, 2 days.
We need to figure out what can we do to help you.
Can you build a boat?
You and your invisible friends.
It's worse in my left eye, but there's some in my right eye as well. There's some kind of outbreak.
It's more like an allergic reaction of some kind.
So you can treat it.
Antihistamine compound should clear it up. But
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just alien stuff that might eat your eye up and turn you into a murdering cyborg. But antihistamines just take some.
Our purifiers are at 100% and we have 4.5 cases of emergency rations.
Good. I still want everyone on 1 food and water ration per day. Belters are going to run out of food before us, and when they do, they're going to act desperate, so we need to be ready.
And our tactical advantages are diminished
It's
down
interesting.
here. There's a fight coming, but let them bring it to us.
The lighting in this
if everyone
scene,
keeps their heads, we'll all make it out of here. You know what to do.
the Belchers situation, they're all sitting down, they're all kind of slumped, they're all, down and out. Here, the lighting is much better, everybody's alert, everybody's ready. It mirrors the psychological situation between both camps.
Alright, our best guess is that this perimeter of moons is the boundary for this.
See, the moons are too
shutdown.
evenly spaced. It's not natural.
Outside of them.
Is that
With that shit.
if we lose the lithium ore that we mine, we may as well be dead.
Just eject the lithium towards the ring. It'll take a while to travel. It'll take hundreds of years to travel. And when the situation is resolved, go get it.
Is my sacred responsibility and one that I have
Good speech.
never taken lightly. Well, Jesus Christ. I sound incompetent.
This is me when I'm rewatching one of my own reactions.
We couldn't wait to comment on the incident until we had someone in custody.
Instead, you had me sit there with my tits hanging out, blabbering for 15 minutes.
We just got the new poll numbers.
Do share.
Oh,
The suspense is
it's my
killing me.
favorite part.
Gao is within 3 points.
Okay,
Get the fuck out. Both of you.
3 points. You know, it's not great, but she's still ahead. So that's 51.5 to 48.5?
Something's different.
Is that how that works?
Oh, why did I let you talk me into hiring those two idiots?
She likes them,
They're
really.
the best at what they do. I don't like to see you like this.
You wanted to be a part of this campaign.
You're right. I did. Now we know I'm not infallible.
Station. With the cooperation of the governor of Ceres, we renditioned a known associate of Marco to a black site to confirm the ID. Apparently,
96.78% match. It is definitely him.
Passengers. On your order, the Raskolnikov can destroy the freighter with a missile strike in a matter of minutes. Marco and everyone else on board will be eliminated.
There better be another option.
No.
Then a marine insertion team and a breaching pod will board and take the ship.
I feel like this whole thing is a Marco set a trap.
On both strike options on the table.
If she'd thumbs up the strike to destroy the ship, it would have ended up being
Make my decision then.
full of civilians or something like that. Because he's deliberately showed his face. That's what I think, so...
But it would help if your people shared some of your supplies with the settlers.
We don't know how long we're going to survive down here, so I need to put the interests of my people first. Is there anything my people can do, or help you do?
Like what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to work out exactly
Can we kill
what
anybody
we're dealing
in
with here so that we...
Mr. Holden,
Can we nuke all those artifacts from orbit?
I have bad news. I noticed some kind of microorganism growing in my eye. We are all infected.
Everybody.
I still need to check you. Sit down. I don't want to start
Were
a
they
panic.
tagged when they were attacked by the swarm?
They're eating away at our eyes.
Yes, they probably will end up eating away at our eyes. Let me try again.
Make it
So how
a
long
toxic environment for
until
them.
people start going blind?
They already are. Maybe a day.
Jeez.
That's all? Why is it suddenly happening?
The stakes
now?
just keep ramping up.
These things. Have you noticed any kind of green spots or floaters in your eyes?
He's immune.
No, not at all. Why?
You don't seem to be infected. I need a blood sample from you.
It was like, first it was, we're going to run out of food eventually. Then it was, we're going to run out of water in 2 days. And now it's, we're going to go blinded one day. Next it'll be, we'll run out of air in half an hour.
Are you sitting all by yourself?
Me dad went looking for me mum. They never came back.
Your parents made sure you made it, though.
He's a good guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you see that pretty lady over there? No, right there.
Pretty lady.
Everything's green.
Uh-oh. Worst case scenario, they all go blind. Best case scenario, they start seeing the Matrix.
Don't worry. I'll see for the both of us.
Damn. She's like, I need to have babies with this man.
Stay here.
If they survive.
Come on.
Mercury's being decent. Probably because they're all going blind. So he's like, you know what? Take the water.
At some point, we're gonna have to kill some of these people.
In things like this, that's what always happens.
Okay. She's been open with him about it, and he's like, yeah. Now, if she said that to Holden would be like, under no circumstances are we killing anybody. I like how colourful this.
Careful. You're gonna need every last one of those power modules.
You're not going to get into university if you don't get this right, Missy.
Trust me, this is a better education than any university could give you.
Who is she, Ray?
Well, not everybody got the plague.
Not everybody talks to an alien.
Going blind doesn't sound as bad anymore.
You make it sound like a burden.
Now, if you knew the guy talking to me, you'd feel the same way.
You're being given knowledge and answers that humans have only dreamt about. Any scientist would kill to change places with you. I know I would.
Nah, you can keep your eye thing. I'd give her 3
Not
days
all
with
men
Miller
make
before she's like,
It's not the optimism I was hoping for.
I changed my mind.
Hey, you been seeing green spots in your eyes?
Yeah? The doctor lady said it was allergies.
It's much worse. Got maybe a day before everyone goes blind. We can't do this without you.
Achilles was the greatest of warriors. So Ulysses tries to bend and defeat him with reverse psychology. Now, this technique may seem
Primitive. Childish, even.
Sit. Pay attention.
I have a feeling whatever I say next will be nowhere near as interesting as our guest's entrance.
I wanted to know.
Finish the play. I will see all of you next week.
They're all wearing black. Must be a uniform of types, of sorts.
I'm sorry.
Aw, she brought him an apple.
I was overstressed and not myself this morning. I could never do this job without you.
I've never questioned the things you've done before, because I knew you were doing them for the right reasons. Would losing be so bad?
I don't know.
How far are you willing to go to find out?
As far as I have to.
Well, how bad is Nancy? Do you know if Nancy did win? Would that be a bad thing? I don't know. She hasn't done anything really shady, so we don't know her to be.
Hey.
She's not the hair girl, so.
I had a family back on Mars.
What happened to them?
Oh, I mean, no, they're still back there and everything.
It's a different story. I like the little rotating.
I lost my family because I couldn't be the man that my wife and my little kid needed me to be. I could never make that right. You still have a chance to make it right.
They made it.
No,
That's the answer.
She's had an insight.
I think I know how to save the barb. What if we take the nets apart and weave together a single cable that long? Could that work? I need to make this right.
The stress is on that cable over.
Naomi, what's this?
Oh, it's my mother.
I said I don't want to talk to you.
We want to connect the Rossi to the barb, so the Rossi can pull the ship higher up into orbit.
It could work, but do we have enough time to do all this?
No. That seems like a huge project. And that cable, is it going to be the strongest thing in the universe to be able to hold
Blind? You're fucking joking,
that tension?
right?
She's working, but obviously things have changed. We need to maintain peace with the Belters. So we know Dr. Okoye can treat us, and that means we're going to need to share our food and water.
That's why you stopped the fight.
Of course.
Thing, if we wait out these settlers, this planet's ours.
You heard what Holden said. He's going to defend the Belters' claims.
Which is why I'm not putting my fate in the hands of a court. We have to silence Holden now.
Ooh.
My contract will give me 1% of the claim value, but if we can control the technology that Holden activated, this planet is worth hundreds of billions more.
Sounds like you're finally getting what you're owed.
No, we're getting what we're owed. There's more than enough for the both of us. And for everyone who helps us do what needs to be done.
Trying to keep her on side.
You've never had to pay for my loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, I thought so. Your off-duty activities have given me reason to question you.
Amos is not a problem.
Well, what if I asked you to kill him?
Liam!
Because Amos will stand between you and Holden. So...
Liam!
He's dead. He's drowned in the... They're going to need more purification tablets. It was the Belters. Or at least, that's what it's supposed to look like.
How does that feel? How the fuck does that feel?
Someone's gonna get shot.
Let him go!
Fucking gun down or I'll shoot you myself!
Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh god. Nobody touched the water. Uh-oh. Nobody... Oh, it's inside.
Where are they coming from?
The walls. Well, things are just escalating constantly. First, we're gonna run out of food. Then we're gonna run out of water.
Everywhere.
Then we're gonna go blind. Now we're gonna get killed by slugs.
The Pazuzu's still on its same course.
Now, this thing.
UNN Raskolnikov is ready. In position.
Make a choice.
Missiles are hot. Railgun is charged.
Don't shoot it.
Marines.
Don't do it.
UNN.
It's a trap, Chrisjen.
Send in your Marines, General.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a better choice.
Raskolnikov.
If I'm reading the situation right, breach better than destroy. I still don't think he's on it. I wouldn't be surprised to see this ship self-destruct, killing everybody, including the breach team. I like the way the match percentage starts out. It's like, is it him? No. Never seen him before in my life. Whoop! Things just got messy. They're all dead. End of episode? Okay, there's still more questions about that. We didn't see him on that ship. There's still more to that story. We'll find out next episode. Okay, that was episode 7. That story, I don't know. I don't want to comment on it too much because I don't know myself how it's turning out. I can't predict the moves of the pieces in play. I don't know what the right thing to do is. I don't know who I'm even supporting. So, yeah, I'm going to just watch it and let it play out. And then at the end, I'll be like, I'll have an opinion. Chrisjen's election woes. Her husband is like, I don't know, he had a bit of a turn in this episode. You know, kind of just being disapproving of her want to win when she didn't even want it in the first place. But I don't know. I felt like that was just, you know, a writing thing, because she wasn't really acting any differently than how she's acted all season, and how she's always acted. She's always, you know, entertaining and flusters and says what's on her mind. But she wasn't particularly bad in this episode for him to be like, well, I'm going to storm off. He didn't storm off, but it was his equivalent of storming off. And then she came with the apple. She was like, I'm sorry. She wants to win. She doesn't know how she'd feel if she lost. So, yeah. We didn't have any Mars stuff this episode. Just no Bobby at all. But on the planet, we had so many things. Like, the last episode ended, tsunami. Right, okay. How are they going to deal with this? Are they going to be flooded? No. Great. But it's receding too slowly. It's going to take a few days for the water to go away so that they can resurface and start, you know, putting things back together again. But then they've got an infection in the eyes. It's turning their vision green, and eventually they'll go blind. And that's going to happen within a day. And then there's tensions between the Belters and the Inners and Mercury's gang. And when Mercury finds out about the eye thing, he's like, look, we need to, you know, let's just play ball until we can fix this crap, and then we can take over the planet and get billions in compensation. And are you with me, Chandra? And she's like, well, you didn't need to bribe me before. And he's like, yeah, but you're doing it with Amos, and, you know, I've got no leverage over you anymore, it seems. So how about mega millions? How about that? But then at the end, they're just being attacked by fish, squid stuff. So it's just one thing after another, and maybe they can find some sort of miracle cure where they can solve all their problems at the same time. Some sort of radiation blast, or I don't know. I'm not a doctor. At first I thought the squid stuff was going to suck the green out of their eye, and it would be like, if we just dunk them for long enough, it'll cure up the eye thing. So everybody has to be like baptized to fix them, but didn't. No, they just those dudes just died. And in orbit, their ships are slowly running out of steam, and they're gonna burn up in the atmosphere. So they're gonna use the Resonante to they're gonna attach it with a super cable and pull it away. It's gonna buy them a lot of time. So that's the plan. It seems like it would take weeks, if not months, to set up that entire thing, but maybe they'll just do it next episode. And the daughter-mother falling out and trying to work together now. I don't really care, but it's fine that it's happening. So I'm gonna go get some food, do a bit of stretching, and I'll be back with episode 8 tomorrow. And only 3 episodes to go. So I wonder if we'll have any resolution on the planet. You know, will we find out exactly what's going on, or will we be left with more mysteries going into season 5? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.